Okay, having said all of this, I wish you good luck in your writing. But before you engage in the writing, let me warn you something. Warn, W-A-R-N. That means something bad is going to happen in the writing process. What is called writing block. Now, what is writing block? Well, writing block refers to the obstacles a writer encounters during the process of writing, and it is characterized by the following features. First, having frequent or constant anxiety over writing. That means you feel very uncomfortable, you feel very worried about the writing process. Second, having frequent or constant frustration over writing. That means after you write a few lines, you become anxious, you can become frustrated, you even become angry because you cannot keep on writing. Third, having lack or loss of aspiration in writing. Aspiration basically means dreams, because you want to write this chapter or this article for something that you really want to benefit for your future. So this is aspiration, the big dream for you. And now, after you barely started writing, you start to hate yourself. You start to hate the writing process. You quickly do not feel aspired to the writing. That's really bad. Fourth, having lack or loss of inspiration for writing. Inspiration basically means insight or sudden insight or something that you suddenly have a great idea. And when you write, you have some inspiration, but when you experience this writing block for too long, you lost that inspiration. Finally, having somatic responses out of writing, like headache, insomnia, stomachache, or you become jittery. You want to move around. Having said all of this, you would know why your little boy of 10 could not stay focused in writing. It's because they are experiencing. It is because the boy experienced the writing block, and he look at his mobile phone, he look at the TV, have a drink, watch TV, and then he can come back to writing. And you can accuse the boy of having no concentration, no focus for the writing. No, it's the writing block or the resolving a math problem set that is upsetting the boy. So we should know this. To say the least, writing is painful. A writing block is often resulted from the following factors. First, having poorly prepared for the writing. When you start writing, you cannot find your book, you cannot find an article, you all of a sudden find that something that you prepared is not available, is not accessible to you at the moment. Of course you get angry and upset. Second, having set up a wrong time for the writing. What would be a good time for writing? Well, people prefer different times. Some people want to write in the morning. Some people want to write in the evening. Some people write in the afternoon. It is individually determined. But you need to find what is good time for you to write. It could be early in the morning. It could be quiet in the evening. But if you set a wrong time, the moment you sit down, you're not ready for writing. Period. Remember this. Third, having not set enough time for writing. You think you can finish this article or this paper within 1 day, but at the end of the day, you only finished 1/3 of what you planned to write. Of course, you get frustrated and you need another day to finish writing. But the next day you have other appointments or engagements. So what you should have done is book 2 days or even 3 days for the intensive writing. But you did not have the time available, and this is frustrating for you. Fourth, having constant interruptions during the writing process. You get a phone, somebody's looking for you, and you think you want to go to the dinner gathering. Come on, when you do the writing, you need to stay focused. If you have all these interruptions, no wonder you're not productive. Finally, having lost the patience for writing. In the beginning, you look forward to writing. In the end, you have no more patience for writing. So you need to give yourself this periodic break so that you can enjoy the writing process. Or as we say in psychology, you have this flow feeling. Flow, it means flow is like water. So when you're totally mindful of something, concentrate on something, you do something so enjoyably, that's called a flow process. So you have this flow feeling or total engagement and enjoyment in this particular process, and then you like it. But if you've done something interrupted all the time, no wonder you have no patience. So let me tell you the sad truth about writing in general. First of all, writing is stressful. Basically, anything you would want to do with a focus is stressful because you have to focus your attention. Think about your little boy or your little sister or your little brother. Every time he does homework, he jumps, looks at TV, look at mobile phone, check TV, drink water. He could not stay focused. So that's stressful. Second, writing is emotional. Emotional, I mean, if you really enjoy it, you love it. Love writing. If you do not enjoy it, you hate it. In the beginning, you love the writing. In the end, you hate every moment of writing. Particularly, think about those doctor students when you write your doctor dissertation. In the end, you just want to, I finished. So it could turn from a positive emotion into a negative emotion. Third, writing is time consuming. Sometimes you may pray for good luck. Today is productive. But if it's not, when it's not productive, it's time consuming. This is why you need to block enough time. To give you an example, when I prepare for this course, I booked myself almost a month to get all the materials ready. I have to read all these books, I have to read all these articles, I have to get all these notes, I have to get them into PPT, I have to think about the stories. It's time consuming. I cannot do this within one day. I need to cool it down for some time so that I can produce an interesting presentation for you. Fourth, writing is energy exhausting. Exhaust your energy. You feel so tired. You know, when I write for some time, when I read for some time, I feel sleepy. I have to sleep for a while and then take a shower and come back, I'll be energized to continue. And the fifth, writing is anxiety provoking. That means stressful as well. So because every now and then you feel you have to do something more. Or every now and then you think this is not good, this is not what I want. So it's emotional. How to get out of all this negative affect in writing process? This is what you have to think. Then you realize why it is important to have the learning readiness, and then you realize why it is important to have this sense of accomplishment during the writing process.